Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
7 o'clock, everybody. Welcome to THV 11 Plus here on THV 11 Morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We're getting you set. Not quite the weekend yet, but boy, oh boy,
close.
Does it feel really good outside right now.
So nice.
I put on a jacket and I actually quarter zipped.
What?
Because it was.
You did not quarter zip.
I quarter zipped.
Not even just
and I went
1/4?
quarter zip, and I went. It is cool.
There was
right
a
now.
crisp feeling in the air.
Crisp.
Yeah.
Quarter zip.
Tomorrow morning you're going to need it for sure.
Let's go.
Yeah, for sure.
Might be
Especially
3/4.
Let's go.
with the kids tomorrow morning, especially, and myself, long sleeves.
Bring it on.
Well, you're the one who
Bring it on.
knows.
Yeah.
Well, and also too in the car, like this was the first time where I went, heat? Maybe.
AC?
I didn't do it, but I thought about it,
about it.
and that's how you
just
know.
turn it off. You don't need anything.
Yeah.
Kind of morning. Maybe crack the windows, roll them down a little bit.
Yeah, but I like this weather with the sunroof. You know, just you don't
Sure.
want it necessarily
Yeah.
blowing completely on you, but it's just a nice, like, fresh air. Is
Right.
what it is. It's what it
Yeah.
feels like out there.
Nice and I mean it's almost perfect weather. Almost, right?
Almost.
What is perfect weather?
Fred
What
Martin.
temperature?
Fred
Wow.
Martin, back in my Air Force days, and I just talked to someone about Mr. Fred Martin. He used to say clear blue 72. We are very close.
Okay.
So,
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know the perfect weather, but I know the perfect date. It's April 15th. Not
Oh,
too
yeah?
hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
Tax day?
I like it. Tax day. Tax day is always the perfect day.
If y'all can name the movie,
I'm
bonus
thinking,
points.
what's his name? That was in Marley and Me.
Bonus points.
Owens. Is that who you're? Is
No.
it not him?
I know,
No,
it's-
I knew it was a movie.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock movie.
Oh, okay.
Sandra
It's a
Bullock.
Matthew
Ocean's
McConaughey.
11.
Y'all killing me.
what is
Ryan
Sandra
Reynolds. Is it
Bullock.
Ryan Reynolds? No, it's.
It's Miss Congeniality.
Oh,
They ask her to describe your perfect date. She says, I have to say April 15th. It's not too hot, not
We
too
should
cold.
know this. It's a
All you need is a
rom-com.
light jacket.
I don't
How
know.
do I know this?
I don't remember
you
all
watch
the movie
movies.
lines.
Miss Congeniality.
I just
Sandra
know.
Bullock. There are
Do you-
people screaming at the
The
TV
only line
right
I
now.
remember is, do you work on commission? Huge mistake. Big mistake. Or
Pretty
whatever she
Woman.
said. Huge.
Pretty
yeah, Pretty
Woman.
Woman.
Yes,
I remember
got
that,
that
one.
one.
Yes. Let's give you some Julia Roberts.
Oh, thanks, Hayden.
I know you're still producing up there, Brett. If you could get any movie trivia type of content in the show until 9 o'clock, please do. If you can, it'd be amazing. I'd appreciate it.
Yeah, you're
Thank
talking to
you.
Brett. He's the king
Yes.
of movie
He's above
trivia.
Yes.
you,
He's
Hayden.
seen and knows
yeah.
everything. It's crazy. There's not something we haven't found that he doesn't know.
I love it.
So,
Well, I'm going to go with country artist Joe Nichols, Sunny in 75.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
There we
Nice.
go. That's my perfect. Okay. Oh,
There you
moving
go.
on to traffic.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
talk about perfect speeds, I guess. After
Speaking
this.
of Oscar-winning films, Traffic. There you go.
Oh, that was a good one.
It's overrated.
Oh, okay. Never mind. It wasn't so good.
won an Oscar though, but it's overrated.
Okay, let's talk about what's happening with traffic. Right now, nothing really. I mean, a few slowdowns we're starting to see, which are the typical slowdowns, like at the North Terminal Interchange, 32 miles per hour. Looking pretty slow there, too, on 57 southbound around McCain. And we also have 30 eastbound doing its thing this morning, slowing down all the way from the 430 interchange to about the, well, it looks like a Bryant Parkway exit, Bryant exit. Actually, let's take a look at the Bryant exit. This is 30 eastbound right now. As you can see, we're looking at some brake lights, but yeah, perfect morning almost, I guess. We're getting close to that, depending on whether you like it 72 or 75. But Tracy, these are our drive times into downtown Little Rock. They're still looking pretty good, and you're going to let us know, what is that temperature going to be today?
well, it's no April 15th, but it is a pretty good day. We are seeing a beautiful sunrise out there. Coming up on that official time around 7:10 and sunset around 6:40. Again, starting to see those changes for season. I wish Mother Nature would stay up with the seasons with the temperatures, but she's starting to warm us up a little bit. But this morning we're going to enjoy the cooler weather. It is 57 out there, a little breeze, and that dew point around 49. Again, feeling great around the state. We're seeing mainly 50s and 60s, but believe it or not, where you see the blue, we have some upper 40s, so a little chilly there, and we could see some of those here in central Arkansas as well as we're heading into tomorrow. But we are 12 degrees cooler than we were 24 hours this time, and 14 for Conway, Clinton 16. So certainly central Arkansas seeing some impacts of that cooler, drier air. Let's talk dew points. 49 right now. Again, a lot of 40s and 50s there, and that dew point is much, much drier, anywhere from 19 to 20. Again, drier. So beautiful day ahead. 78 for that high, some low 80s, but still going going to be great. A little breeze to go along with it. So we'll talk more about your day hour by hour, and then maybe how much it's going to warm up and what that means for all your fall plans coming up.
Powerful reaction overseas this morning. That is the sound of Palestinians in Gaza celebrating overnight. Crowds filling the streets after Israel and Hamas agreeing to the first phase of President Trump's peace plan.
Many calling it a history-making moment and the first real sign of hope after 2 years of war. This morning, Israel and Hamas are one big step closer to ending their ongoing conflict. Overnight, both sides, with help from the U.S., agreed to a first phase ceasefire that includes freeing all remaining Israeli hostages.
President Trump praising the deal online, calling it the first steps towards a strong, durable, and everlasting peace. He later said in an interview the hostages could be released as soon as Monday.
CBS correspondent Bradley Blackburn has more.
Celebrations in Tel Aviv and Gaza after the U.S., Israel, and Hamas said they've struck a Phase 1 deal for a ceasefire and hostage release. President Trump took a victory lap last night on Fox News.
This is peace in the Middle East, and it's an incredible thing.
This video shows the moment President Trump told family members that the hostages will likely be released early next week.
The hostages will come back. They're all coming back on Monday.
The White House says the Phase 1 deal calls for Israel to withdraw its forces behind an agreed-upon line within 24 hours. Once that happens, Hamas will have 72 hours to release remaining hostages, including the bodies of the dead. Israel believes 20 of the remaining 48 hostages are still alive. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is convening his government today to approve the deal, calling it a national and moral victory for Israel. Meanwhile, Hamas says the deal will also lead to the exchange of Palestinian prisoners and the entry of more aid into Gaza.
Gaza, we believe, is going to be a much safer place, and it's going to be a place that reconstructs.
This announcement comes just more than 2 years since the bloody Hamas attack on Israel that killed about 1,200 people, with another 251 taken hostage. The Hamas-run health ministry says more than 67,000 Palestinians have been killed during Israel's offensive in Gaza. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Back stateside, 500 National Guard soldiers are now stationed in the Chicago area, positioned to protect federal agents and government facilities. This move coming amid a legal battle over their deployment and objections from local officials. The Pentagon says 200 troops came from Texas and 300 from Illinois, all set to serve for the next 60 days. The deployment comes as part of a broader effort to support immigration enforcement operations. Protests gathering at Federal Plaza, calling the move an occupation and accusing President Trump of escalating tension by backing aggressive ICE actions in the city.
The government shutdown, meantime, entering its 9th day with little progress. Congress remains deadlocked over health care, and a Senate vote on a Republican funding bill failed again yesterday. Democrats are pushing to extend Affordable Care Act subsidies before they expire, but Republicans want the shutdown resolved first. Tensions spilling into the Capitol hallways this week, with arguments breaking out among lawmakers. If the standoff continues past Saturday, popular sites like the Smithsonian and the National Zoo could close, and more than 1 million active duty service members risk missing their next paycheck. Some senators are now calling on smaller standalone funding bills to reopen parts of the government, including defense spending, as pressure mounts to break the stalemate.
The federal government shutdown also affecting folks right here in Arkansas in ways they didn't even expect. Brenda Stewart of Hot Springs recently lost her husband. He was a veteran, so normally she could get reimbursed for his burial. But the shutdown is making it difficult for her to get the documents she needs. Now, local advocates are doing what they can to help, but they're running into the same roadblocks.
When I went to access the National Archives, it gave the message that due to the government shutdown, we were unable to access these documents.
When I had to bury him, I had to take my check to bury him.
The main document in question is called a DD-214, which proves someone is or was a veteran. With the National Archives currently closed, Stewart can't get her husband's documents, leaving her to balance paying for his burial herself or buying basic necessities. Other local organizations bracing as the shutdown drags on, some worrying long-term benefits like SNAP and Medicaid could be effective if the shutdown continues. Aid groups, including the Area Agency on Aging, also running into hurdles, renewing contracts and accessing critical information. They partner with the Department of Housing and Urban Development, but many HUD employees are currently furloughed. While most programs are still funded, coordinating and managing them has become significantly more difficult.
Time now is 7:10. The Pine Bluff Police Department has reason to celebrate. It has earned Tier 1 accreditation, hitting the highest standards for accountability, transparency, and efficiency. It's the first Arkansas Police Department to move from basic to advanced accreditation. Assistant Chief Kelvin Hadley says it took vision, hard work, and teamwork. And he credits former Chief Denise Richardson, Interim Chief Shirley Warrior, and Admin Coordinator Atlas Brown. The department says this milestone proves their commitment to the people of Pine Bluff. Staying in Pine Bluff, the arts program at UAPB getting a huge boost.
That's right. The Wingate Foundation donating $5 million, the latest and largest gift in the school's history, to fund a new art tower at the Hathaway Howard Fine Arts Center. This is the first major expansion in more than 30 years, and it will add classrooms, studios, and gallery space to support growing enrollment and creative programs.
University leaders say the project reinforces UAPB's role as a cultural anchor for the Delta and beyond. Time now to turn to Ashley King and get a check of the traffic at this hour.
Hey guys, yeah, traffic is starting to get a little busier this morning around central Arkansas. We're starting to see a little bit of congestion, and we do have an accident to talk about. Let me show you where that is. It's around McCrae on 57 northbound. As you can see, it's not causing a lot of backups, but it is there. If you're coming in from Searcy, you're going to encounter this around mile marker 38. It is off to the right shoulder on 57, and I'll show you what that looks like here on our live traffic cam in just a few seconds. We also have the North Terminal interchange looking a little bit slow. Also 57 southbound, just moving, but it's at 65 miles per hour in some places, and as you get closer to the interchange, much slower. And then we have the 30 eastbound slowdowns, 33 miles per hour, looking good around the Outlet Mall, the Bass Pro Shop, but it slows down again as you get closer to 430. And this is that accident that I was telling you about on 57 northbound to McCrae. That's around Highway 13. So just be careful. It looks like the volume isn't too heavy right there, so it shouldn't cause too many problems, Tracy.
Good news. We are looking at a beautiful start to the day. I'm going to get out of the way so you can see this beautiful sunrise here. Mainly clear skies out there. The sun coming up just officially about 3 minutes ago or so. Right now we are at 57 degrees. Again, dew point 49. A little breeze out there to the east-northeast. We'll see that again today. As we are looking ahead, we're going to continue to see those temperatures going up just a little bit, staying in the 70s for today and tomorrow, and the 80s will push back into our forecast by Saturday. Again, going above that average, but good news, the fact that we will have those lower dew points, lower humidity. But as we are looking out towards maybe the 15th to the 19th, still staying above average for those temperatures. So still seeing those warmer trends, and we're looking for that rainfall to pull back a little bit as well. Could be a little bit drier, but we're keeping an eye on this map here. This does get updated on Thursday, so waiting for the latest, but again, watching our areas here off to the east as they are seeing those biggest dry conditions, but also watching for our areas here for all of those fall colors that we like for Arkansas so much. We'll keep an eye on this and let you know what to expect coming up.